have won the toss. They want the football, so they will get it first. North Scott will kick off right to left. Glad you're with us wherever you may be. Oliver Hughes has it teed up at the 40-yard line. Again, going right to left. It is 33 degrees with a southwest wind at 22 miles per hour. Hughes has it teed up. The approach, the swing of his right leg. It's a knuckle-balling corkscrew of a kick, fielded by Scandridge at the near sideline. Fakes the reverse, runs left, cuts up the far hash, and then gets what he can across the 15 before he's buried by 4 North Scott Lancers. It'll be first down and 10 for the Panthers at their own 16-yard line. 7 seconds gone by here in quarter number 1. And Coach, we'll see Jack Johnson. He is the superstar of this Panthers offense. No other way to put it. Top 5 of the state in Class 3 in all-purpose yards. He has led Mount Pleasant in scoring all season long, and they're going to need him to have a big game tonight.
Yeah, we got to get off to a good start. I think that's really important.
Johnson is in the gun. Football along the far hash. 4 receivers set. Bender tight end left. Johnson takes the snap. Play action pass. Looks to the flat. Pass is caught. Bender far sideline. Tiptoes across the 25 and then is chopped out shy of the 30 to the 29-yard line. A pickup of 13 yards on first down. And a good play action pass. Bender picks up a Panther first down.
Well, that improved our field position a lot.
Brennan Bender getting him going has been critical for Mount Pleasant head coach Sean Striegel, and he's talked about the need for Bender. He's an explosive player, and a mismatch at tight end. He caught a touchdown last week in a win over Benton. First and 10 to the 31-yard line, they'll mark it. Johnson to the gun again, a 4-receiver set. Johnson calling his own number, running that quarterback power that has been Mount Pleasant's staple play this season. He buries his way to the 35 to 36-yard line, a pickup of 5. It brings up second down and manageable, and Johnson, I think, lost his shoe. He's down on the turf. Now he's back up. Beautiful complex here at Lancer Stadium. Brand new field turf put in, this grass turf. It's absolutely dynamic. The brand new scoreboard, too, Coach. It's a beautiful facility.
Yeah, it is.
To sideline
Nice.
and not press box.
Second down and 5 under 11 minutes ago. First quarter, no score. Mount Pleasant with the opening possession of the football game. Panthers will huddle up.
Press box.
6 on the play clock. They got to break it soon, and hopefully don't have to spend an early timeout, and they do. Sean Striegel will take a timeout. So some miscommunication in the huddle there, Coach, and the Panthers will burn a timeout. 10:43 to play in this first quarter. No score. We'll keep it right here. Let's set the starting lineup. We'll start first with Mount Pleasant up front. It's Cooper Pullis, Jack Schimmelfenny, Sam Carrasco, Nick Holtkamp, and Henry Latovsky, the Nebraska recruit. Left to right along the offensive line. The backs and receivers, Bender's the tight end, Brevin Wilson and Chase Williamson are the wide receivers. Griffin Molly, Clayton Kleinkoff, and Avery Scandridge, the 3-headed tailback monster. And then, of course, the quarterback is Jack Johnson. For North Scott defensively, a 3 down front. They'll run that 3-4. Left to right along their defensive line. Joey Peterson is the left end of the nose, is David Borchers, and the right end is Adam Allen. The inside linebackers are Ryan Campbell and Marquand Quinn. The outside backers are Cooper Frank and Grant Bowler. The secondary, the high safety is Oliver Hughes. The strong safety is Connor Corson. And the cornerback duo is Andy Chiswick and Will Seligman. Out of a timeout, the Panthers have it 2nd and 5 at their own 3-6 football along the left hash. Trips to the near side, single receiver left. Johnson in the gun, quick set up and throw, fires to the near sideline. The pass is caught. This is Griffin Molly on a swing route. Molly cutting up the near numbers, and he's got a first down, stretching out across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Tackled there by Andrew Chiswick, not before a gain of 9 at a Panther first down. Good pitch and catch there to the dynamic Griffin Molly, and getting him going has been something the Panthers have wanted to do all season. Coach, he's been hampered by an ankle injury. Looked good there.
Yeah, and we've gone to the passing game early, been successful.
First and 10 to the 45-yard line. On the near hash, Johnson alone to the gun. Motion from the near side, it's Chase Williamson. They'll fake the speed sweep. Johnson cuts on a quarterback counter, and then he is hog-tied out of the 45, right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets one. Second down. Nobody fooled along that North Scott front on that misdirection motion, and it's second down. 2 minutes gone by, quarter number 1. No score. Mount Pleasant on the move. They got it 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line. And a good start for the Panther aerial attack, and as you said, Coach, going to the air a couple of times in this quarter and have looked good doing so. Twin receivers still left, single receiver right. Deep drop for Jack Johnson. Pressure comes, throws to the flat, looking for Molly, and it's incomplete. I think Griffin was surprised when it came to him, and Marquand Quinn was the closest Lancer there. Would have been a minimal gain had been caught. And it goes incomplete, falling to the turf. 3rd down and 9. And we talked about this last week, Coach. 3rd and long has not been kind of Mount Pleasant all season long, and they're facing one here on the game's first possession.
Yeah, and it's going to probably be a ball that's put in the air. And I would like to see number 4 get involved in the action here early, and that's Chase Williamson.
Yeah, Williamson has averaged over 96 yards receiving in the team's last 3 games. He had 119 yards on 4 grabs last week. Johnson, quick setup and throw near sideline, incomplete, falls short of Williamson. On a diving effort, Chase was at the sticks, missed him. That was a good route by Chase Williamson. And the Panthers pick up a couple of first downs, but fizzle out at their own 45-yard line. And on comes the punt team, and this has been a house of horrors for Mount Pleasant. Has had a punt block in the last 3 weeks, Coach. They had a cleanup operation, and hopefully they do just that here.
Yeah, we don't need a block here, that's for sure.
Standridge on to punt. Pressure is heavy. He gets it away. High spiraling kick. It'll careen out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. Wasn't a great punt by Avery Scandridge, and they will say it went out at the 39-yard line. So that is a punt of just 16 yards, Coach, and that is not going to cut it against a team like North Scott.
No, it sure isn't. And if we had
the guy correct
height transferred into the distance, we had a heck of a kick.
Yeah, the pressure affected the punt, no doubt about it. Scandridge had to hurry to get it away, and good field position for the Lancers. 1st and 10 to the 39-yard line. Their quarterback is Carter Markham. He is in the gun. Claps for the snap, and he'll run quarterback power, running off right guard, has room. Jukes outside the far numbers, 45, midfield, 45-40 down the far sideline, 35-30. Carter Markham with one man to beat. He's pushed out of bounds by Brevin Wilson. Good run for Carter Markham, and a great start for the Lancer offense. Carter Markham showing the wheels, and he's got a North Scott first down inside the red zone to the 15-yard line for Carter Markham.
Panther 15-yard line.
That is an explosive carry for the Lancer quarterback. 46 yards on the game's opening play. Markham in the gun, 4 receivers set. The tailback is Darnell Butler. It's Markham again. And he carries inside the 10 to the 6-yard line. A good run by Carter Markham. And just like that, Coach, the Lancers knocking on the door.
In the red zone.
And they will run a hurry-up offense, a gain of 9. 2nd and 1 at the Panthers 6. Markham in the gun. Darnell Butler, the up back to his left. Motion to the near side. Markham takes the shotgun snap, keeps it, and then he will hurtle his way into the end zone. That was way too easy for the Lancers. A 3-play drive, 61 yards, and it took 47 seconds. And Carter Markham is into the end zone for a touchdown. The senior rushing for his 5th score of the season, and the Lancers have an early 6-0 lead. Hot knife, meat butter. And Logan Cole on to add the extra point. Snap, placement, kick to the uprights. And it is no good. 8:43 to play in the first quarter. North Scott with the first down. It's Lancers 6 and the Panthers nothing. Back in a moment on the Panther Radio Network.
Yeah, I will in a minute. This one just suddenly said.
Williamson and Scandridge back deep to receive the kick. For number 8, Albert Hughes. And the kick goes into the end zone for
8:43 to play in the first quarter and a 6-0 lead for the North Scott Lancers. Carter Markham with a 6-yard touchdown rush, capping off a 3-play, 61-yard drive. That spanned just 47 seconds, and a great start for Carter Markham as he finds the end zone for the 5th time in his senior season. Mount Pleasant's offense back to work. They had a good drive going, Coach, to begin the game. Fizzled out with a couple of incompletions, and we'll see how the Panther offense retaliates after falling in an early 6-0 hole. Here's a speed sweep. Griffin Molly outside the near numbers, 25 to the 30. Gets a block, hurtling to the 35, and then cascading to the 37-yard line. Griffin Molly with a strong rush of 17 yards, showing off his speed, Coach. And Molly's got enough for a Panther first down.
Yeah, he turned the corner, and once he did, he had green grass.
And I think there's a penalty marker down. I didn't see the flag fly, Coach.
It was a
But
hole.
it is indicated that it is a hole against Mount Pleasant. Perhaps that is why he had so much green grass around the edge. And that is a crucial mistake for the Panther offense. It'll back them up inside their own 20-yard line. And it'll be first down and long.
That was a 27-yard penalty.
Yeah, it's too bad. And now the Panthers will play from behind the chains, and they'll mark them inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
And now we have to be mistake-free.
First down and 22 for the Panther offense. Molly and Kleinkoff, the split backs. Brennan Bender tight into the left. Johnson in the shotgun. Snap goes over his head. He'll fall on it inside the 1-yard line, right at the goal line. And this is going from bad to worse on this offensive possession. Now the Panthers have it in the shadow of their end zone. Second down and forever.
Ball's inside the 1-yard line.
I'll actually make it second down and 30, Coach.
And if we don't get much on this third down play, I think
Second down.
Or second or third, I think maybe on third down we ought to maybe try a quick kick. Haven't seen one of those by anybody we played or Mount Pleasant for a long, long time.
Second and 30. Johnson takes the shotgun snap, gets what he can as he pounces through the A-gap and gets about 2 yards. That's breathing room at the very least. And it is third down and 27 from the Panther 3-yard line. 7:39 to play, quarter number 1. North Scott 6. And Mount Pleasant, nothing. Coach, you're going to have to watch your microphone, man, so we're not getting it lodged on your jacket. There you go.
I'll take my coat off.
All right, please do. Third down and 27. Panthers will huddle up down to the play clock. 3-man front for North Scott. See if Mount Pleasant puts it in the air here. Johnson is in the gun. Kleinkoff to his right. Play action pass. Jack the throw. Pass caught. Far sideline Bender. He makes one tackler miss and then is hogtied down at the 12. A pickup of 9, and on comes the Panther punt team on 4th and long. Brennan Bender involved early here. Couple of grabs for Brennan and 22 yards in his name. But Avery Scandridge back on to punt for the Panthers, and this becomes an imperative defensive possession for Mount Pleasant, already trailing 6-0. Scandridge will punt from his own end zone. Twin safeties back deep. Oliver Hughes is the one on the near sideline, and the punt is short. It'll bounce and take a Panther roll to the 42-yard line. A punt of 31 yards and plus territory for the Lancers once again. 6:27 to go in the first quarter. It's North Scott 6, Mount Pleasant nothing, and the Lancers back to work quickly after a 3-play touchdown drive. Jerry, what are you doing, man? All right. First and 10 to the 42-yard line. 6:27 to go here in quarter number 1. Carter Marco back of the gun. He's got Darnell Butler to his right, and they hand it to Darnell Butler, and he jitterbugs inside the 40 to the 37-yard line. A pickup of 5 yards. 2nd and 5 as Darnell Butler gets in on the action. It was Carter Markham on that 3-play, 61-yard drive. He had the 46-yard rush that set up the 6-yard touchdown by him, his 5th touchdown plunge of the season. And now the Lancers back to work. 2nd and 5 at the Panther 37-yard line. Markham in the gun. 3 receivers set, wing to the right. Darnell Butler, the lone setback. He'll flank out to the right sideline. Carter Markham back to pass. Throws to the near sideline. The pass is caught. It's Oliver Hughes, and Oliver Hughes slipping through one tackler And then diving close to first down yardage outside the near numbers. He does have a first down on a pickup of 6 yards on 2nd and 5. Oliver Hughes with a nice little run after catch there. Shuffling past Mount Pleasant's Brevin Wilson and then diving for first down yardage.
Sometimes the simplest plays make the most yards.
1st and 10 to the 30-yard line. Twin receivers right. Darnell Butler, the pistol back, single receiver left. Carter Markham awaiting the shotgun snap. Motion from Parker Ruth. Sets up as a wing on the right. They'll hand it to Darnell Butler running inside zone. Butler pinballing off tacklers inside the 25-yard line to the 24. A pickup of 6 for Darnell Butler. Good between the tackles running by Darnell Butler. He is 5'8", 155. And he packs a load between the tackles and he gets 6 yards there on a nice pickup on first down.
Not very tall, doesn't weigh very much, but he moves.
Yes, he does. 2nd down and 4 at the Panther 23-yard line under 5 minutes to go. Quarter number 1, 6-0 North Scott lead. Carter Markham in the gun. Looks to the sideline for the call. Twin receivers right. Twin receivers left. Darnell Butler sidecar to the quarterback left along the near hash. Markham awaits the shotgun snap. Motion to the near side. Markham fakes the jet motion. Takes it on a quarterback counter. Slicing through the Panther defense. Spinning inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A pickup of 16 yards. And right now, Carter Markham is doing whatever he wants to the Panther defense. And they have got to get a contain on the Lancer quarterback. Otherwise, he might rush for 400 yards tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, their execution on offense has been tremendous so far. Good ball fakes by the quarterback.
Twin receivers right. Ruth motions to the near side. This time, it's Markham keeping it, and he is roped down inside the 5. Fooled me. I thought he gave it to Parker Ruth, who was motioning from wing left. And it was Markham who took it on a QB power.
I'll just hit you on the hip when Markham's got the ball.
As he swept towards the goal line, it is 2nd and goal at the Panther 3. Mount Pleasant needs to belly up. Darnell Butler, the pistol back. Wing to the right, twin receivers left. It's an inside zone. Darnell Butler as he pounces through a shot of the goal line. I think he's just short, Coach. 3rd and goal from the 1. 3:34 to play in the first quarter. 6-0 advantage for North Scott. They're knocking on the door for more.
Yeah, they are, and we need a goal line stand. It'd be a nice time for a bad snap.
Darnell Butler, the bell cow of the offense for North Scott. He is offset to the left of Markham in the gun. Carter Markham awaits the shotgun snap, takes it, keeps it, and then he is going to be able to walk into the end zone. Touchdown, North Scott. And Carter Markham is having a first quarter to remember. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the quarter, and the Panther defense is puzzled as they've seen Carter Markham run up and down the field, and the Lancers have a 12-0 lead.
They made that look easy.
Logan Cole will attempt the PAT. 3:09 to play in the first quarter. Missed his first. Good snap, good hold, and he missed it again. Oh, I tell you what, Logan Cole is nothing for 2. About the only thing you can complain about if you're a Lancer fan. Time out on the field, 3:09 to play, quarter number 1, 12-0 Lancers on the Panther Radio Network. What's up?
Hey, you're not broadcasting.
Can't be any more stagnation with that Panther offensive attack. They need to get some points on the board here. Oliver Hughes has it teed up, swings the right leg. And it is Avery Scandridge at the 2-yard line. Scandridge running to the 15 to the 20, and that's where he's brought down. So Scandridge picks up 18 on the return, and it will be 1st down and 10. There's the Panthers start their 3rd offensive possession. 3:03 to play in quarter number 1, and an injured Panther down at the 20-yard line. And head coach Sean Striegel is on his way out to check on the injured Panther. We'll take an injury timeout. 3:03 to play in quarter number 1. It's 12-0 North Scott with the Panther Radio Network.
He was wrapped up weird. Yeah, it from up here it looked really, really awkward. Oh yeah, he actually cut on his knee and it went bye-bye. We're lucky he didn't puke.
Is it the Griffin Molly running left? Molly is chopped down. What a nice open field tackle by
Second
Oliver
10.
Hughes, the 5'10", 155-pound safety, blowing that play up for a loss of 1. 2nd and 11 at the Panther 19-yard line. And Coach, we talked about it a little bit in the previous drive. The story of this game has been Carter Markham, 5 carries, 74 yards by my math, and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, we still got 2.5 minutes in the first quarter.
And he has looked outstanding at the controls. And Mount Pleasant's going to need to find a little bit of that moxie here. Here's Jack Johnson running off left end as Johnson turns for maybe 1. Back to the original line of scrimmage at the 20, and it's 3rd and 10. And for the second time in 3 possessions, Coach, the Panthers are playing from behind the sticks, 3rd and long.
Yeah, they are, and you can't do that. That takes away your options. It's going to be a passing down right now instead of an option to run our pass. And right now, we need a big play on offense. We can't let the Lancers get too far ahead. They're already up 12-0 with 2 minutes left in the first quarter.
And this is where those terrific outside linebackers and defensive ends can pin their ears back. Lord
That's
Scott
not what it
tied
is.
for 3rd with
On
18
ours,
sacks
it's
in
different,
Class
it's
3A.
different.
We'll see if they come after the passer here. Johnson empty, set deep, drop. Pressure comes, throws over the middle. Too tall, nearly intercepted, looking for Bender at the 34-yard line. And coverage applied by Oliver Hughes, and the punt team will come on for the 3rd straight possession.
And right now, we're going to have to find out who the kicker is going to be.
And it's going to be Brevin Wilson, the emergency punter for Mount Pleasant, with Avery Scandridge banged up, getting looked at the Panther bench. But really a clumsy start for the Panthers tonight. 12-0. North Scott, 1:42 to play in the first quarter. And twin safeties back deep to receive the Brevin Wilson punt. Good snap, pressure light. Brevin gets off a beauty, backing the Lancers up to the 39-yard line, but room to roam for Andrew Chiswick. He's at midfield, 45, 40 still on his feet, down the near sideline, 30, 25, 20, and then he is finally brought down inside the 15-yard line. Flag flew at the 41 in the area of a hold, and it's probably coming back, but a strong return by Andrew Chiswick. And we'll see what the call officially is from the white hat in just a moment. But it looks like it was thrown in the area of a hold, and it was a hold against the North Scott Lancers. So that will punish them a little bit and move them on their own side of the football field. And they're going to mark it at the 49-yard line. But still a great field position for North Scott offense that has been percolating since the word go, Coach. And again, it's been the quarterback, Carter Marco, on those design runs, causing fits for the Panther defense.
And so far, they haven't had to throw the football. Everything's been on the ground.
Carter Markham has thrown the ball just once in a completed bubble pass to Oliver Hughes, netted 8 yards, but as Coach said, only putting it in the air 1 time. Markham in the gun. He's got Darnell Butler to his right. Takes the shotgun snap. Back to pass. Throws. Pass caught. Far sideline. Juking, driving inside the 40-yard line. Inside the 35 is Oliver Hughes. And he's got enough for another North Scott first down to give him 16 yards. Oliver Hughes turning a simple hitch pattern into 16 yards. And he's got a North Scott first down. And right now it's just chunk after chunk. Carter Markham in the gun. Wing to the right. Twin receivers left. Markham, play action pass, throws a quick screen, pass caught. Jacob Nelson with blockers. Nelson inside the 25, and Nelson brought down there. But a really nice pitch and catch. Chase Williamson was the tackler for the Panthers. Close to a first down, I believe, for Nelson. And with 1:04 to play in this first quarter, stoppage and a penalty flag on the play. I think it's in the area of a hold, Coach.
I think you're right. They had the whole offensive left side of the line. I'm not too sure the right guard didn't pull over to be part of that screen.
It is a hold against North Scott, the second hold for the Lancers here tonight. The play was a first down, but they'll lose 6. It's now first down and 16 at the Panther 41-yard line. Markham in the gun. David Nass checks in at tailback, spelling Butler. Markham will call his own number, sweeping off right end, and Lincoln Henriksen couldn't bring him down, but then the Panthers swarm as Cooper Pullis and Jack Schimmelfennig come to clean up the mess. Good pursuit there by the strong side defensive end, Lincoln Henriksen, who's played some good football over the last 4 weeks.
Yeah, I think right now it's North Scott has trick plays in their road book, in their playbook. I'm sure you're going to see one now, whether it's run or pass.
Second down at 19 at the 44-yard line of Mount Pleasant. North Scott leading 12-0 with under 20 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Markham in the shotgun. Motion to the near side from Solis. Markham back to pass, nearly intercepted. Brady Hull jumping the slant route intended for Jacob Nelson. Pressure applied up the middle by Cooper Pullis. 3rd and 19, and the pressure, no doubt, affecting the throw by Carter Markham there.
Yeah, it did. And that would have been a nice pick because he had a little bit of green grass ahead of him. I don't know how far he got, but we'd have had the ball probably inside North Scott's territory. So it was almost a good break for the Panthers, but not quite.
4.4 to play in the first quarter. It's been all North Scott. They lead 12-0, but the Panthers have North Scott backed up 3rd and 19 at the Panther 44-yard line. Nass motions to the near side. Carter Markham, quick setup and throw. The pass is caught. Oliver Hughes trying to set up a screen. He's got room to the 35, still his feet to the 30. He picks up 14 yards. Oliver Hughes proving to be a slippery cover in this first quarter. And the clock will wind down. It'll be a 4th and 5 from the Panther 30-yard line when we return for second quarter action. It's North Scott 12, Mount Pleasant from the near hash. And it is Oliver Hughes to attempt it. Logan Cole, nothing for 2 on PATs. 47-yard field goal for the near hash. Good snap, good hold. Hughes had it blocked. It was blocked, and it corkscrews to the 10-yard line. Johnson picks it up, and Jack's got room. Flags come down. He is horse collar down to the 15-yard line, but Mount Pleasant stiffens up with a blocked field goal. 47-yard kick, no good, and the Panthers will get it back with a 12-0 deficit, 10-17 to play in half number 1. And we'll get the call from the White Hat here in just a moment. It was probably in the area of a hole or a block in the back of some sort, which would move the Panthers back even further, but the good news is, for now, they keep the Lancer offense off the scoreboard.
Yeah, the trouble with a long field goal like that, 47 yards, is you got to have a low trajectory, and that's where people can get their hands up and get their hands on that football, and that's what happened that time. I'd say when they finally hit the ball couldn't have been more than 7 or 8 feet in the air.
So Oliver Hughes has his kick blocked, and the Panthers will have it inside their own 10-yard line at the 7. So the hold moves Mount Pleasant from the 15 to the 7, half the distance to the goal. And they'll start for the second time tonight, coach inside their own 10. Johnson in the shotgun, takes the snap, play action pass, looking, firing, has Brady Hall. Brady Hall, wide open, far sideline. No one's going to catch him. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! Mount Pleasant, 93 yards. Brady Hall, untouched. And that is a quick strike attack. 8 seconds go by, and we've got a ball game.
Sure do.
93 yards. And Hall did the rest. Johnson delivered it on the screws, and Brady Hall was like Secretariat there. And he'll kick the extra point, and it doinks off the upright, no good.
It might have been a good time for a timeout.
10:04 to play in half number 1. It's now North Scott 12, Mount Pleasant 6. Back in a moment on the Panther Radio Network.
Alright, see you later, bro. See if I accidentally press a button, I'll be back up.
Probably tired from running.
I bet. There's something wrong with that goalpost. That's all I know.
Alright,
I'm damn goalpost all sorts of jacked up.
Butler and Quinter back deep for the Lancers to receive the kick.
Wow.
And the kicker is number 12, Brady Hall.
Don't let go.
That kid.
Because that stand makes you go just straight down.
What?
Don't wake up.
This one. Okay.
Whenever it's loose, the stand.
Well, that was a heck of an answer. 93-yard touchdown strike from Jack Johnson to Brady Hall. The Panthers have the North Scott lead. Both teams have missed their PATs, combining 0 for 3. But the Panthers have it 12-6. And a short kick by Brady Hall. It's going to be fielded along the near sideline by Marquand Quinn. And Quinn is spun down inside the 25-yard line at the 21. As the Panther kick coverage unit does a great job there of limiting the return by Marquand Quinn. 1st and 10 for the North Scott offense. 9:58 to play in half number 1. It is the Lancers 12, the Panthers 6. What a play call by head coach Sean Striegel. The play action pass backed up on his own goal line, and the Panthers execute well. And Brady Hall, like Secretariat at the Belmont, did the rest.
I'll tell you what, there was nobody within 15 yards of him when he caught the ball. He was just scot-free. No pun intended.
Well, here we go for the Lancer offense. Penalties have been the only thing that has undone them here in this contest. And Carter Markham is in the shotgun, throws a quick screen. The pass is caught by Solis, and Solis with a stiff arm has first down yardage across the 30 along the far sideline, and Max Solis has a pickup of, did he tipped out of bounds? He did. He gets 9. Kept running, but the official along the far sideline says he stepped out shy of first down yardage. Still a pickup of 9, 2nd and 1 from the 31-yard line.
I bet you the North Scott coaching staff is just glad to see them run a play without a penalty.
2nd and 1, 9:49 to play in the first half. North Scott 12, Mount Pleasant 6. Carter Markham in the gun. Butler behind him as the lone setback. Markham takes the shotgun snap. He'll hand it off. And this is enough for a first down.
This series.
As Darnell Butler carries the pile, coach, and picks up 5 yards. And it'll be first down at 10 to the 36 of Mount Pleasant with 9:40 to play here in half number 1.
That little rascal must have some powerful legs. 'Cause he was hit at the line of scrimmage, but he still got almost 5 yards out of it.
David Nash checks in for Butler here on 1st and 10. Twin receivers right, single receiver to left. Carter Markham in the pistol. Will look to the sideline for the call. Nass will move sidecar left. Football along the far hash. 12 on the play clock. Mount Pleasant with a 5-man front showing some pressure. Markham will bring a man in motion. It's Parker Ruth. Sets up as a wing to left. Markham running quarterback sweep left. Has an alley to the 45 and is dragged down at the 47-yard line as Carter Markham erupts for 11 yards and another North Scott first down. They got to get a handle on Markham running the football.
Yeah, they do. He's got a lot of yards in this first half. We're a long way from finishing the second quarter. 9 minutes left.
Carter Markham has 8 carries, by my math, for 89 yards here in half number 1. Tight end Parker Ruth sets up wing to the right. And David Nass with a carry. And Nass in the thick of it. Dashes for about 2 yards, 2nd down at 8. Every time that they've gone to a back, Coach, it seems like Mount Pleasant had a good sniff on that, but when Markham keeps it, hold your breath.
Yes, that's exactly right.
They give him 1, 2nd and 9. 3 receivers spread out the formation to the right. Markham in the shotgun. Nass the pistol back. And a single receiver left. It's Parker Ruth. Pleasant again showing blitz pressure. Nass goes sidecar left. Markham claps for the snap. Deep 5-step drop, throws over the middle, and it is caught, pulled in, one-handed grab, Oliver Hughes sprinting to the goal line, touchdown, North Scots. Oliver Hughes with an outstretched one-hand grab, tips it to himself, stays in stride, and then waltzes into the end zone. A strong answer for the North Scott Lancer offense, and sometimes, Coach, you just got to tip your cap. That was one heck of a play by Oliver Hughes.
I thought it was going to be an incomplete pass. He reached out, batted it back to himself with his left arm, and 48-yard touchdown score. Great play by Hughes.
Hughes will try to add the extra point. Snap placement, kick to the uprights, and it is good. 52-yard scoring strike for Oliver Hughes. And with 8:01 to play in the first half, it's now North Scott 19, Mount Pleasant 6 of the Panther Radio Network.
sometimes they signal 3 is past that.
Wilson and Williamson back for the
Like
Panthers.
3 separate signals, you know what I'm talking about. It's like they
Houston
did
the
the
kickoff
signal,
for the Lancers.
all of them.
.801 to play until recess. North Scott adds on to their lead. They answer the 93-yard score from Mount Pleasant with a 52-yard scoring strike to Oliver Hughes. Looking like he had fly paper on his hands there, Coach. I have to check his gloves. He kicks it off to Chase Williamson. Williamson stays on his feet to the 20, 25, 30. Williamson down the near sideline, 40, 45, and he's finally horse-collared down. Good open field tackle by Andrew Chiswick. But the first time we see Chase Williamson hit the pigskin in his paws. He pays it off with a strong return of 38 yards. Good field position for the Panther offense. He can do score again here, Coach. North Scott's offense has looked very, very good. The Panthers need to answer themselves.
Yeah, they do. Got to keep the offense going.
A Pleasant's lone score. Possession to go. 93-yard touchdown pass to Brady Hall, which was his first of the season. And he is split outside the near numbers. Johnson in the shotgun. Runs quarterback counter, bounces, then spins back to the original line of scrimmage. Not much there for room for Jack Johnson. Ryan Campbell made the tackle for North Scott. Second down and 9. 7:35 to play in half number 1. It is North Scott 19, Mount Pleasant 6. The drive summary there for North Scott, a 5-play, 79-yard drive, eclipsing 1 minute and 37 seconds on the Lancer Stadium scoreboard clock. Johnson in the shotgun again. Play action pass, rolls to his right, throws into the flat. The pass is caught by Brevin Wilson, and Wilson hit immediately. Knocking him down was Marquand Quinn, and it picks up about 5 yards. 3rd and 6 for Mount Pleasant here on their 4th possession of the half. Under 7 minutes to go. And a 3rd and manageable here, Coach. This feels like an important set of downs.
Yeah, it is. And we can run our pass on this one. With Jack's wheels, he can get first down on run.
Football along the far hash. 4 receivers in the formation. Play action pass. Jack fires again, looking for Wilson, who holds it in! One-handed grab! Wilson off to the races! Touchdown! Brevin Wilson! Oliver Hughes, we raise you a Brevin Wilson as he climbs the ladder, Megatron.
I think that was 54 yards.
Jack Johnson to Brevin Wilson in a tremendous individual efforts, leaping into the heavens, snatching it over 2 Lancers with one hand, and then he put the PF Flyers on. Snap, placement, kick to the uprights, and it is good. 6:31 to play in half number 1. Timeout on the field. It is North Scott 19, Mount Pleasant 13 on the Panther Radio Network.
77 on number 10 is open. The out route on number 10 is open. He likes to get nosy. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. But I mean.
Yeah. I mean, even if.
Correct. He did barely get that off. But I mean. Yeah, you can run that dog go, but I don't think you have to.
Yeah, I think just run it.
Well, right. I mean. Yes. Nosy.
No, no.
6:31 to go in half number 1 of the final 5 minutes. Coach, have resembled a Big 12 Saturday, scoring on long touchdowns. And defense has been optional here in the second quarter. It's the Lancers leading by 6 with 6:31 to play until recess. And the latest collection for Brevin Wilson. You got to be kidding me on that play. A one-handed skywalking catch by Brevin Wilson over not one but two Lancers, and made them both look silly after the catch, and then tightened up the PF Flyers and raced into the end zone for the Panther touchdown. Jack Johnson with 2 touchdown passes on the night. This one 54 yards out. 90 seconds after the Lancers scoring a 50-yard touchdown themselves, the Panthers strike back. 19-13. Brady Hall on to kick it away. 2 Lancers back deep. David Nass
Getting it ready.
and Darnell Butler. And the kick is away. It's a line drive kick, corkscrewing to the 15-yard line, and it is Nass running left to the 25, spinning down. He's across the 25-yard line to the 27, 1st and 10 for North Scott. Important to remember, Coach, that North Scott will get the football to begin half number 2. Mount Pleasant's defense going to need to stop here before halftime.
Yeah, we got to have good defense the rest of this half. We can't let them get another one on the board. A little under 6.5 minutes to play in this first half. It's been exciting so far. Panthers are hanging tough.
And it's been the air game that has kept them in the football game. Jack Johnson has delivered 2 strikes to Brady Hall and Brevin Wilson. And now we see Carter Markham, who has been as advertised for the North Scott offense. He's in the pistol here, takes the shotgun snap, and he will hand it off. And this is Darnell Butler. And Butler tanking through tacklers across the 30 to the 32-yard line. He gets 4, 2nd and 6. Darnell Butler's ran the football tough tonight, Coach.
Yeah, he has. Not very big, but he can move.
2nd down and 6. Twin receivers right and left. Butler in the gun alongside Markham. Markham keeps it. He's got blockers outside the near numbers of the 40. And then he is chopped down at the 44-yard line. Give him 12 yards. And Carter Markham is over 100 yards rushing here in the first half, Coach.
He's had a great first half. Hell, he's got good yardage for a game, let alone a half.
9 carries, 101 yards, and 2 touchdowns rushing for Carter Markham. He also has a touchdown pass, so 3 total scores for Markham, who has been dynamic at quarterback this evening. Low snap. Markham digs it out, and then he is going to be home time in the backfield. He lost the football. Now Pleasant thinks they have it, but the white hat official comes in and says it is North Scott football. Markham bobbled the snap, went back to field it, couldn't pick it up cleanly, and then it looked like Mount Pleasant's Jack Schimmelfenny hopped on it, but the white hat official came in and immediately ruled North Scott football. But a huge loss of 11 yards, 2nd down and 21.
We needed that.
Marco a little laissez faire with the snap. Tried to one-hand it and couldn't hot dog it in. 2nd and long. Takes the shotgun snap. Pressure comes. Markham takes off. Lowers the shoulder and then bows into a couple of Panther tacklers across the 40. Along the near sideline to the 42-yard line. Pickup of 3rd and 13.
Tell you what, we got to be careful now. And the guy that I'm concerned with right now is that little number 23, number 25 in the backfield on a swing pass. He's been lined up behind the quarterback the last 2 plays, and he hasn't done that all game so far. So hopefully he's not going to be involved in this play.
Trips to the left, football along the near hash, 3rd and 13. Markham, deep drop, fires to the near sideline. The pass is caught, but nothing else there. Jacob Nelson made the catch in a good open field tackle by Brady Hall, and it gets 7, and it sets up 4th and 6, and North Scott will go for it at their own 49-yard line. Huge play. Markham in the gun. We'll see if they try to draw him off sides, Coach. Darnell Butler flexes slot to the left.
It may be a quick kick.
4:30 to go. It is a quick kick. And the punt is away. That's a win for Mount Pleasant. Markham puts some good English on it. It'll bounce out of play at the 16-yard line. But with 4:19 to play in half number 1, Mount Pleasant gets it back, trailing by 6. 19-13, and a good stop by Mike Wilson's defense there, aided by the fumble by Carter Markham.
Yeah, just what we needed.
He'll kick it. Yep, he'll kick it.
So Mount Pleasant gets it back, 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line with 4:20 to play until recess. And they have a chance to take a lead on this drive, Coach.
Yeah, now we got to make sure we don't make a mistake here.
Trips to the right, single receiver left. Clayton Kleinkoff, tailback left of Jack Johnson. Now he'll flex him to the right with North Scott showing some blitz pressure. Light box, Jack Johnson takes off. He's got room. And then he is pile driven down across the 20 to the 22-yard line. And that's the good thing about Mount Pleasant's air game exploding here in half number 1. Now, North Scott respecting it. That was just a 6-man box. That's easy pickings for Jack Johnson. You run against a light front all night long, you get 7 yards.
Yeah, good first down play.
No need to hurry things up yet. Under 4 minutes to go in half number 1. North Scott 19, Mount Pleasant 13. Johnson in the gun, looks to his right, pressure comes, and the pass is caught along the near sideline, got a first down. Chase Williamson with his first grab of the night.
Plenty of time.
Coverage was good, but Williamson ran the route great. And that was Seligman making the tackle, but enough for a Panther first down on a pickup of 6.
The clock becomes a factor. Now we're down to 3:40 remaining in the first half. We got 2 timeouts left.
And Mount Pleasant with 2 timeouts, spent the one on their opening possession, but still, like Coach said, plenty of time in this one. Johnson in the shotgun, looks to the right, pass caught by Wilson, goes down to a knee to grab it at the 34-yard line. That's easy 7 yards, and if North Scott's corners are going to play off as much as they are now, Mount Pleasant's content with just chunking them underneath.
I think the North Scott corners are afraid of that deep one right now. They've been burnt the last 2 possessions by the Panthers, and they're giving us a lot of room.
And again, a light front for North Scott, just 5 men in the box. This is inviting Mount Pleasant to slam it down their throats. Under 3 minutes to go, and that's exactly what they do. Johnson with room. Jack, and a flag flies as Jack stretches at the 40-yard line, but the right idea, just have to execute, and Mount Pleasant with a holding penalty will back them up. But Coach, every time Mount Pleasant flexes into a 4-wide set with a tight end and 2 backs, North Scott empties out their box, and Mount Pleasant can run on that front all night long.
Yeah, they can. And the sad part about that penalty is the play was going right, and somebody on the left side of the line made.
And I think the call was on Cooper Pullis, the left tackle.
He just got wide.
And he didn't need to make that.
Instead of coming out armed wide.
And I think
Block.
probably the part of the problem was I think the run was originally designed left, and Jack saw a roadblock and cut it across the green. And I think that might have been part of the reason why. It's 2nd down and 11 from the 26, 2:52 to play until halftime. And it's North Scott 19, Mount Pleasant 13. 2 high safeties for the Lancers. 2nd and 11. Jack in the gun. Sets up. Quick setup and throw. Pass caught. Brady Hall makes a tackler miss as Hall reaches across the 35 to the 36. Give him 10. 3rd and 1. Brady Hall's played a nice game tonight.
Yeah, so far. Got to keep it up. Got to keep the pressure on the Lancers.
3rd and short. Make it a long one. 2:31 to go until halftime. North Scott 19, Mount Pleasant 13. Football along the far or right hash at the Panther 36. Johnson in the gun. Trips to the near side. Jack calls his own number. Lowers the shoulder. He's got a first down to the 40-yard line. Give him 5. Good, tough running for Jack Johnson as he cannonballs through the line for 5 yards. 1st and 10 to the Panther 40. 2:12 to play until halftime. North Scott 19, Mount Pleasant 13. Nathan Blackwell alongside the coach, Ken Bennett. Jerry Keeley is our producer and engineer in the KILJ studios on a blustery fall Friday. Level 2 high school football playoffs. The winner of this game will move into next Friday's round of 16. Twin receivers both ways. Bender tight end right. He's slot to the right. And they'll throw a quick setup and hitch route to Bretman Wilson as he gets across the 45 to the 46 as Wilson keeps the butter churning for about 6 yards. Mount Pleasant will go to a hurry-up set with 90 seconds to play until halftime. Jack in the shotgun, Kleinkoff to his left. Jack on the pump and go, throws over the middle, pass caught, Griffin Molly at the 35-yard line. Give him 20 yards. Griffin Molly running unimpeded up the hash, and a good pitch and catch. Mount Pleasant to the 35. Up North Scott, Johnson in the shotgun. Deep drop. Pumps again, rolls to his left. Jack looking, and he's going to be hit and sacked. Hit and sacked in the backfield. That was Joey Peterson
Clock
in
is
a
still
huge loss
Clock.
to the 47-yard line.
It
A
was
loss of 12
1:13.
and a timeout taken by Sean Striegel.
And Joey Peterson is the leading tackler this year so far for the Lancers, and
Is
he made a great
1:13,
play.
Sean,
He was left
1:13.
defensive end, caught Jack from behind. I didn't think Jack knew he was there.
I think there was some miscommunication along the near side. You had Griffin Molly and Chase Williamson both out of the pattern, and Jack pumped as if it was a double move, and neither Chase, or Griffin went after the pump and go. So I think there was some miscommunication there. Time out of the field. We'll keep it right here with 56.5 to play until halftime. Mount Pleasant trailing, but they're on the move. They've got it second down and 23 at the 48-yard line of North Scott with 56.5 to play and just one timeout in their back pocket, Coach.
Yeah, and we got to be careful on that sideline pass and make sure that cornerback's not close enough to be able to step in there and pick it off. Because if he does, it's going to be 6 for the Lancers. So we got to be real careful on that out pass. And right now, we don't have to go deep yet. We got a second down coming up, and 23 is quite a bit. But we've been picking up 6, 7, 8, 9 yards of crack. So if it takes 3 downs to do it, it takes 3 downs to do it. We've got one timeout left, and we can use that at any time.
That right now.
Second down and 23 at the 48-yard line of North Scott with 1:11 they put on the clock now. Sean Striegel called for the timeout eons before he was granted it. Jack Johnson, deep drop, looks to the right sideline, and the pass is caught. And this is Chase Williamson as he just ducks out of bounds. Chase gets a good chunk of that sack back. He picks up 10, 3rd and 13. More importantly, the clock stops with 1:06 to play.
And this is the 11th play of this drive.
Tell you what, the improvement of Jack Johnson as a pure passer from week 1 to now has been astronomical, and I give kudos to the Panther quarterback coach, Coach Beeson, for his work with Jack. He looks like a much improved passer, Coach.
Yeah, he has. He's improved every game.
3rd and long. Jack in the gun along the near hash. Deep drop, steps up in the pocket. Jack takes off. He's got room to the 30.
Get out of bounds.
Lowers the shoulder out of bounds to the
Yeah, 3rd and
30-yard line. A pickup of 8, 4th and 5.
Or sorry,
As
fourth.
Jack gets what he can and gallops to make it a 4th and manageable, Coach.
Yeah, and right now we got to be careful. 58 seconds. Sometimes if you're on defense, it seems like a mountain, but if you're on offense, it seems like it's not very much time. So see what we got right here on 3rd down, 4th down.
This is
excuse
a
me.
big play here in half number 1. Split back set. Now Griffin Molly will flex, slot to the right. Jack in the shotgun. Deep drop. Looks to the right. Pass. Caught. Williamson's got a first down. Give him 8 yards. They're picking on Grant Moeller and Williamson as he has been for the last 4 weeks, Coach. Unguardable right now.
Yeah, he has been. Play number 13 coming up, but we're running out of time. We got to...
Well, the clock stops. He was out of bounds. No hurry yet. They're at the 24-yard line. 54 seconds to go. Clock will stop after every first down. And the Panthers have a timeout. They could run the ball if they really wanted to. Plenty of time left in this half. And now a timeout going to be called for by Kevin Tippett and the North Scott Lancers. And listen to the Panther crowd on the near sideline. They're loving what they've seen from the maroon and gold here in the second quarter. And, Coach, it's been the passing game that has opened up. And it has been fun to watch. Jack Johnson dice this Lancer defense that hasn't given up more than 31 points all season long. This is a defense that has been so darn good. And the Panthers have 13 and maybe more here coming in half number 1.
You know, when we had those 2 long passes for scores, 93 yards to Brady Hall and 54 to Brevin Wilson, the corners have been playing off, and we've been getting yardage, 10, 12, 13 yards of crack. And I think they're afraid to come up and play us, man, because I think they're thinking they're going to run right by us and maybe get 6. So they're giving us that short pass, and we're taking advantage of it.
You are so fired. Yep, we got to.
First and 10 to the 24-yard line. Jack Johnson, 241 yards passing in the first half, Coach.
What a night. What a night.
Johnson in the gun, flying off to his left. Jack Pumps,
Post.
looks, fires, looking for Williamson. Leaping grab, touchdown, Mount Pleasant. Jack Johnson does it again, and guess who? Chase Williamson. Along the near sideline, Grant Moeller been up on the double move, and the Panther offense is rolling.
I mean, but situationally tells us.
Jack Johnson to Chase Williamson, a 24-yard touchdown pass. Jack Johnson has thrown for 265 yards and 3 touchdowns here in half number 1. Hall on for the extra point. Snap placement of the kick to the uprights, and it is good. And the Panthers, with 48 seconds left in half number 1, have a 20-19 lead. Time on the field. Back in a moment on the Panther Radio Network.
It basically looked like he was running an out route, which that safety. Yep.
'FTP.
God, my right ear is nice and toasty. My left ear.
Flip around like every few minutes.
We used to have the double muff ones, but it sucked because you couldn't hear anything else around you until it got to this shit. Then everybody was fighting for the double.
12, Brady Hall.
48 seconds to play here in half number 1, and Jack Johnson has thrown for 265 yards and has 3 touchdowns under his belt here in the first half. This is a defense in North Scott that has been dynamic all season long, but it's Jack Johnson and company slicing and dicing them in the air game. Short kick by Hall. It is fielded by Grant Moeller, and Moeller will do what he can with it across the 40 with 41.1 to play until halftime. Now, important here for Mount Pleasant's defense not to give up anything too big. 41 seconds. North Scott has 2 timeouts, and again, the clock will stop after every first down, Coach. And that was a 13-play drive, 84 yards. It took 3 minutes and 47 seconds off the game clock on that scoring summary. So we will see Carter Markham for the third time here in this quarter. And he has 3 total touchdowns. And he has his tailback, Darnell Butler, to his left. Markham, deep drop, throws to the flat. The pass is caught by Jacob Nelson. And Nelson is swallowed up immediately. Tackle made by Brennan Bender, who is in at outside linebacker. And a timeout taken by North Scott with 30.3 to play, with the football resting at the 46-yard line. A pitch and catch of just 5 yards. And if they want a dink and dunk for 5, that's all fine and dandy by Mike Wilson and the Panther defensive coaching staff.
Exactly.
And inefficient use of the timeout there, just 5 yards. And the North Scott Lancers use timeout number 2. They have 1 left. Field goal range is probably inside the 20-yard line. We saw Oliver Hughes try from 47 yards out, and it was blocked. And you doubt that Kevin Tippett will want to try any of that monkey business late in the half where his defense has hemorrhaged points. And Mount Pleasant's defense now just has to keep everything in front of them, Coach, and make tackles when there's plays to be made.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yep. Can't give him the big one.
Football at the 46-yard line. 2nd and 5 with 30.3 to play until halftime. Carter Markham is in the gun. He's got Darnell Butler to his left. 3 receivers in the formation. Markham takes a snap. 5-step drop. Pressure comes. Steps up in the pocket. He's flush. Rolls to his right. Markham has a first down across midfield to the 45 and then inside the 40 as he brings the tackler with him. A strong run for Carter Markham. Give him 20 yards. 20.4 to play here in half number 1, and a fresh set of chains for the North Scott offense. Clock winding, under 18 to play. 4 receivers set. Markham takes the shotgun snap, looks to the flat. The pass is nearly intercepted and then dropped by Jacob Nelson. And that was Levi Graber getting in, jumping the slant, Coach. And if he catches that cleanly, he might still be running.
I agree with you.
Oh, that was a dangerous
The
throw.
ball was right there.
Dangerous throw by Carter Markham. North Scott's got to play this smartly. They just have one timeout. Markham in the pistol. Butler behind him. 4 receivers set. Markham pumps. Pressure comes. Markham rolling to his right. Still on his feet. Flag flies. Markham delivers, and the pass is caught by Darnell Butler, who steps out of bounds with no time on the clock. And the flag in the backfield at the 47-yard line. It's a hold. The penalties decline, and the Panthers will close out the first half, beg your pardon, with a 20-19 lead. Mount Pleasant exploding with the air game. Jack Johnson, 265 yards through the air and 3 touchdowns as the Panthers will lead by 1 over the North Scott Lancers. It's Mount Pleasant 20, North Scott 19. The Hy-Vee halftime show coming up. We'll have a conversation with Iowa Wesleyan cross-country coach Hunter Davis. It's coming up in just a moment. enveloped. And a great play by Cooper Pullis. Disengaging from the new center and then making an open field tackle on Carter Markham, a play that really hasn't been made all night long. Happens at first and goal at the 7, a gain of 1, second and goal at 6.
Yeah, this is where Markham is going to, I would say, he's going to have his hands on the football, and if it's not, it's going to be number 25, and I would bet on number 7.
Carter Markham
was a tunnel earlier.
has been outstanding rushing the football. 147 yards on the ground tonight, make it 148 yards on the ground. Second and goal from the 6. Markham, play action pass, flush to his left, pressure comes. Markham is hit and sacked in the backfield. Rolled down to the 11-yard line. Cooper Pullis, third and goal, as North Scott elects to throw it on second and goal from the 6, and it backfires.
Boy, that was a surprise.
Thrown down by Cooper Pullis, and that was a big play by the Panther 3 technique senior defensive tackle. Third and goal from the 11-yard line. 8:30 to play in the third quarter. Mount Pleasant 20, North Scott 19. Big play in this game. Nelson, tight end left. Butler flanks the quarterback, Markham in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his right, and whistles prior to the play, and a timeout taken by Kevin Tippett. Timeout on the field. We'll take it with them. 8:21 to play in the third quarter. Third and goal from the 11. When we return, the Panthers leading by 1 on the Panther Radio Network.
A lot of new signals this series. I don't think that's yet. Five little bad guys.
Third and goal from the 11-yard line here at Lancer Stadium. Carter Markham 48 yards rushing on this drive. The big one, a 34-yarder on second and 23. And he is in the shotgun with Darnell Butler flanking him to his right. And Solis wing to the right. Markham deep drop, looking to the end zone, and it is caught. And it was
Back out of field goal.
Oliver Hughes. Boy, I tell you what, Darnell Butler was wide open on a wheel route. That's where I thought he was going with the football. It would have been a walk-in 6. Instead, he opts for Hughes on the drag pattern. Johnson staples him to the turf, a pickup of 3. And on comes the circus that has been the kicking unit for North Scott tonight.
This is Hughes this
1
time.
for 3 on PATs, 0 for 1 on field goal attempts. Hughes to the uprights, and it is good. Oliver Hughes drills it, a 25-yard field goal. That's a win in this game, Coach, with scoring and touchdowns seeming like they can come at a moment's notice. The Panthers belly up and hold North Scott to a field goal. They lead 22-20 with 7:43 to play in the third quarter. And North Scott gets points on their opening drive, but more importantly, Mount Pleasant holds them out of the end zone. And Coach, we get to see this Panther offense that has been flaming the Lancers through the air, at least in half number 1.
It was a 10-play drive, and like you said, luckily it resulted in a field goal, not a touchdown, because they had great field position. They decided on second down and third down to throw the football, and it took that running game out of Carter Markham's hands, and I was glad to see that.
Oliver Hughes, 25-yard field goal. He's on to kick it away, right to left, with 7:43 to play in the third quarter. Chase Williamson and Brevin Wilson back deep to receive the kick, and it is going to be into the end zone for a touchback. Oliver Hughes got a strong leg, Coach.
He does.
So Mount Pleasant's offense back to work, and Jack Johnson, 14 of 17, 268 yards and 3 touchdowns through the air in half number 1. Back to work, and we'll see what the game plan is for the Panthers here in the second half. They had so much success moving the football through the air in the in the second quarter. And we'll see if they opt to keep that air game going on their first possession of half number 2. Trailing now 22-20. Johnson in the shotgun. Trips to the right, single receiver left is Brevin Wilson. Jack takes the shotgun snap.
I think so.
He'll run off guard to the left. Now Jack stays on his feet, tiptoeing, spinning his way. Still on his feet, dragging tacklers to the 30. What a tremendous individual run by Jack Johnson. Moved the chains, working hard, powering through tacklers, and then searching for real estate. He's got 11 and a Panther first down. Best run of the night for the Panthers. And Jack, he's earning his stripes tonight, putting the team on his back, Coach. Literally here through one half of football.
Yeah, he has.
Still
It's a good game so far for number 7.
First and 10 to the 31. Jack in the shotgun. This time he'll turn it a hand off to Kleinkoff, and Kleinkoff off left guard is able to chop the cleats to the 35-yard line, a pickup of 5 yards. 2nd and 5. First time we've heard from Clayton in this game, but a nice run on first down. And Sean Striegel, noticing the soft box of North Scott, has ran it on the first 2 plays of his first third quarter
I
possession.
thought maybe North Scott might change defense as far as the second half was concerned, but they're still in their 3-4. I guess you dance with what brought you.
Trips to the right, single receiver to the left. Jack back to pass. Sets up
dang it.
and throws a screen pass to Griffin Molly that falls incomplete. 3rd and 5.
And I was glad Jack fumbled the football when he first got it, because if he threw it as soon as he got it, it was going to be intercepted.
So this is a big play now. 3rd down, and they say 4 from the 36. 6:56 to go in the third quarter. It's North Scott 22, Mount Pleasant 20. And we'll see what Sean Striegel cooks up here on 3rd and manageable. Mount Pleasant trying to keep the drive going and get a fresh set of chains, but a big play forthcoming. The Lancer defense trying to make some noise. Jack in the shotgun. Looks to his left. The pass is caught. Wilson's got it. He fumbled it. The football is still loose, and it'll be Lancer football. Now, Brevin Wilson is trying to say that he never caught it.
Well, there hasn't been a call yet. Now they have.
And it will be Lancer ball.
And fumbles recovered by the Lancers. First and 10 Lancers from the...
So it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Lancers, and the first turnover of the night goes against Mount Pleasant as Brevin Wilson catches it, fumbles it, and North Scott gets it back at the 42-yard line. That is a tough call. Hard to see from our angle if it was indeed the right call. We're completely across the other sideline, Coach. But the football knocked loose, and the Lancers get it 1st and 10 at the Panther 42-yard line under 7 minutes to go, third quarter. And Carter Markham back to work. He's in the shotgun motion from left to right from Oliver Hughes. Play action pass. Markham sets up over the middle. Pass caught. Diving effort. It's hauled in by Max Solis at the 20-yard line. 22 yards on first down. Tackle by Chase Williamson.
I'll tell you what, if you give either one of these quarterbacks time, they're going to hit their receivers. Because both of them have been throwing with great accuracy tonight, but especially Jack Johnson.
1st and 10 to the 20. Markham in the shotgun. He'll hand off to Darnell Butler, and Darnell Butler threading his way for about 4. So North Scott's offense heating up again, Coach, percolating here in this third quarter, and they're aided by the fumble by Brevin Wilson. And in a blink of the eye, they're in the red zone. 2nd and 5 for the Panther 15.
Yeah, we got to have a defensive stand here. We got to get our daubers back up. Can't hang our heads. Got to play defense.
Markham in the shotgun. Butler to his right. 4 receivers in the formation. Quarterback keeper. Markham gets a block, and Carter Markham is going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown, and a flag flies as Carter Markham taunted his way into the end zone, waving and giggling at Mount Pleasant quarterback Jack Johnson as he got in, and Carter Markham is going to get flagged there. And the touchdown will probably count. It should count at least. And the taunt will be applied on the PAT. The touchdown is good. And the dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, taunting against Carter Markham
Brady Hall blocking the back.
will be accounted for on the kickoff.
To the Lancers.
Just idiotic there from Carter Markham. 28-20, Lancers now up by 8 with 5:55 to play in the third quarter.
The
And the
penalty
PAT
is missed on the kickoff.
will come on, and it's Oliver Hughes to kick, as Logan Cole was over in his PAT attempts.
Oliver Hughes in to attempt the extra point.
Snap placement, kick to the uprights, and it is good.
And the extra point attempt.
So the Lancers have scored the first 10 out of halftime. It's now North Scott 29, Mount Pleasant 20. Back in a moment on the Panther Radio Network.
29, the Panthers 20.
Mason's actually better this one. Having the 40 score. 15 yards from the 3-yard line.
Williamson and Wilson back for the
I know.
Panthers.
Not even. Yeah, yeah, for sure.
5:55 to play in the third quarter. It is now North Scott 29, Mount Pleasant 20. And the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty will kick this one off from the 25-yard line. And it's Chase Williamson with a full head of steam to the 40. And he is brought down by the ankles at the 42. So good field position for the Panther offense. Back to work, needing a score here, Coach. They're down 9 on yet another easy drive for the Lancer offense. And this time, Carter Markham rushing it in from 15 yards, capping off what was a 4-play, 42-yard drive that took just over a minute off the Lancer Stadium. Carter Markham has been the man in charge for North Scott. Markham up to 158 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns. Jack Johnson in the shotgun. Play action pass, looks to his right, throws the wheel, looking for Williamson, overshot him. Double coverage on the play. Andrew Chiswick was the corner, and the safety over the top was Oliver Hughes, second out and 10. Mount Pleasant's offense has to find their footing in this second half, Coach.
Yeah, they do.
They were on fire in the second quarter and have come out and seen North Scott score the first 10. And they have a 9-point lead.
Correct.
Second down and 10 to the 42-yard line. Williamson outside the near numbers. Kleinkoff wing to the right, tight end slot right. Jack takes the shotgun snap, runs quarterback, counter, running left, has room to the 45, midfield, lowers the shoulder, and he's got a first down as Jack Johnson upended along the far sideline. First man to greet him was number 24, Connor Corson, the 5'10", 150-pound outside linebacker, but enough for a Panther first down inside North Scott territory. Watch out for the bike, Coach. Got to keep that up. And it's first and 10 of the 48 for the Panther offense. 5:36 to play in the third quarter, 29-20. Mount Pleasant trailing by 9. On the move again. Football along the left hash. Kleinkoff, the tailback in the set. Jack, play action pass, throws to the flat. The pass is caught by Brendan Bender. He lowers the shoulder pads to the 41. And that is a strong pickup of about 7 yards to Brennan Bender. Second down and 3 for the Panther offense. 5:19 to play in the third quarter. It's North Scott leading Mount Pleasant 29-20, but still a lot of time left in this one. Don't go anywhere, folks.
Yes, they did.
Johnson in the shotgun. Along the far hash. They'll run quarterback power, and
Got a first down.
Johnson pounces through the hole. And I think he corkscrewed for a first down, and he did. Pick up a 4 on second and 3. They mark him to the 37-yard line. 4:56 to play in the third quarter. First and 10 to the North Scott Lancer 37-yard line. With the Lancers leading 29-20. They've scored 10 unanswered here in the third frame.
You know, when you're behind, time goes quick. When you're ahead, it just creeps.
2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Jack, high snap. He's able to fall on it. Back inside Panther territory. That's a big loss. 15 yards on the bad snap by Sam Carrasco. And it is going to be second down and 25.
You know, this is the time that the whole night really, it's the first time really it's been played under really cold conditions. And the kids have been doing a pretty good job of snapping the football and grabbing the football. There's been a couple fumbles, and each team's suffered serious fumbles, but you know, they've handled the ball pretty well for the cold conditions.
Johnson in the gun, 4 receivers. Sets up, looks over the middle, got Bender inside the 35, still on his feet to the 33. 19 yards on second and 25. It brings up third and 6 as Johnson threads the needle and finds his tight end over the middle. Third and manageable, Coach.
Boy, that was a big play. Big play.
And more importantly, it sets up what is more than likely 4-down territory. Third and 5, the Lancer 32-yard line. Jack in the shotgun. Play action. Jack pressured, dumps it to the flat, incomplete.
Run that to the 10 side.
Bender was out there. The intended target, and it's 4th and 5.
I know, but
I don't get anything there.
Away from
And this is a huge play in the football game.
Yeah, you don't want to say it's the biggest play of the game, but I'll tell you what, it's right next to it.
Yes, it is. 4th and 5. And the Panther offense is going to stay on the field, needing 5 yards to convert, trailing by 9 with 3:18 to play in the third quarter. North Scott's crowd trying to make some noise. Huge play. Johnson in the shotgun. Looks to the sideline. The pass is incomplete. Incomplete. Looking for Williamson at the sticks. And it falls in and out of his hands. Coverage there by Grant Muller. And the turnover on downs gives it back to the red-hot Lancer offense. 3:15 to play, third quarter. It's North Scott 29, Mount Pleasant 20. And the man in red wearing number 7 back to work, Carter Markham, who has been unstoppable tonight. He's back to work in the shotgun with trips to the left, single receiver right. Markham keeps it himself, stays on his feet. Carter Markham evades a tackler. Outside the far numbers, Carter Markham still, how was he still on his feet? He corkscrews the midfield. Carter Markham going to take this all the way. 35, foot race with Wilson, and Wilson wins it. Carter Markham still on his feet. Jet Johnson chases him down inside the 15 to the 10. Who is this guy? Carter Markham.
He broke 3 tackles, and I'm telling you, they had him wrapped up.
Channeling his inner Lamar Jackson tonight. He has been unstoppable. Pleasant, and these mobile quarterbacks have given the Panthers fits.
Yeah, they have, and I ditto your thoughts. And I don't want you to bring up that name again because we saw enough of him just in one
A
game.
little PTSD here tonight. Carter Markham's in the gun. As David Nass checks in, they'll run counter. David Nass is going to walk into the end zone, and North Scott is feeling themselves now 35-20 as David Nass finds Pater from 11 yards out, and the Lancers have a 2-score advantage at 35-20. Well executed play there from Kevin Tippett. Ran the counter in the perfect time for it, Coach. And there was nobody out the back door.
Nobody home.
Oliver Hughes will come on for the PAT. Andrew Chiswick will hold as the Lancers have taken a 15-point lead. Snap low, and Chiswick's going to bail out looking for 2. Chiswick will try to run it in himself, and he is in for the 2-point conversion.
Andrew Chiswick with the 2-point conversion run.
Andrew Chiswick makes it a 37-20 game. Time out on the field. 2:49 to play in the third quarter. North Scott taking the 17-point, 37-20 lead on the Panther Radio Network.
The Lancers 37, the Panthers 20.
It got 20 degrees colder on our sideline in the last 5 minutes.
Hughes set to kick off for the Lancers.
Short kick popped up, caught by Chase Irving. And Irving just lowers the shoulder pads, and with the convoy gets to about the 25-yard line. But this has turned out to be a nightmarish third quarter, Coach. 18 unanswered for the Lancers, and their lead is now 37-20. A 1-point deficit turns into a 17-point lead in under 10 minutes. How did it happen?
How did it happen? It all happened when we fumbled, and it was one of those plays where Reverend Wilson thought that he just juggled the ball, and he got hit, and we couldn't see it because it was on the far side of the field. and he didn't win the argument, and North Scott took over and scored a touchdown after that, and since then it's turned over. The momentum has turned over to the side of the guys with the gray helmets and red jerseys.
This is Griffin Molly, who tries sweeping right end, and he is just pulverized by Oliver Hughes. I haven't seen a kicker make tackles like Oliver Hughes has in quite some time, Coach.
He does.
And he's an all-around athlete, isn't he?
He's played a great game on offense and defense.
Yes, he has. Been impressed with Oliver Hughes. The story of this game, Carter Markham, 17 carries, 215 yards, and 4 total touchdowns. Jack deep drop throws over the middle. Got Bender at the 40, streaking right. Stays on his feet to about the 44-yard line. 20-yard pickup from Jack Johnson to Brennan Bender. And again, the matchup nightmare. Bender too fast for linebackers and too big for safeties. It's 20 yards and enough for a Panther first down. Become one-dimensional when you're down 17 with just over 13 and a half minutes to play in the game, but that's all right by Jack Johnson, who's been good in the air game tonight.
He has, and don't count us out. Still enough time.
A lot of ball game left. Got to get scores and got to get stops. That's more important.
We just got to be mistake-free on offense.
Feinkoff wing to the left. Jack Johnson, quick setup and throw, and it's intercepted. This could be a pick six. It was intercepted by Grant Moeller, who ran it the whole way, and the balloon has been deflated here at Lancer Stadium. Grant Moeller read that one like a book. Mount Pleasant has tried that speed out all night long, and they went to the well one too many times. Grant Moeller read it and picked it off.
Yep. And that's a mistake we could not afford.
He zone dropped right in it from his outside linebacker spot. And 1st and 10 now for the Lancers at the 18-yard line. And the red and silver are feeling really good about where things are right now with 1:23 to play in the third quarter, up 17. Turnover bug has bit the Panthers here in the third quarter, and you talked about it during your keys of the second half. Couldn't afford that, and sure enough. And now a timeout taken by Kevin Tippett. We'll take it with him. Timeout on the field. 1:23 to play in the third quarter. North Scott 37, Mount Pleasant 20 on the Panther Radio Network.
Well, one thing you're going to see now, they're not going to put the ball in the air, that's for sure.
Out of the timeout, Darnell Butler sweeping off right end, and Butler zigzagging inside the 5. He's taken down shy of the goal line, and a late flag flew. And we'll get the call. I think it might be against Mount Pleasant. I think it could be a face mask. I think Darnell Butler was ripped down by the face mask, and we'll get the call. As it stands, it'll be 1st and goal at the 3, pending the penalty, after a rush of 15 yards by Darnell Butler. And it is against Mount Pleasant, half the distance to the goal. It'll be 1st and goal for North Scott.
Helmet contact assessed to the Panthers.
They're going to call helmet-to-helmet contact. Which is a call I've never seen on the high school level. But here we are. 2020. Get that on your bingo sheet.
What happened during play?
1st and goal from the 2. Markham in the gun. Darnell Butler, the pistol back. Shotgun snap comes to Markham. He'll hand it off to Butler, and Butler surges in for North Scott touchdown.
2-yard touchdown run by number 25, Darnell Butler.
And Darnell Butler has his first of the night. And the route is on for North Scott. 43-20. And this game has flipped on a dime. Oliver Hughes on for the PAT.
Maybe I should.
Chiswick to hold. Good snap, good hold, the kick to the uprights, and it is good. 1:12 to play in the third quarter. 25 unanswered in the frame for North Scott. They lead 44-20 on the Panther Radio Network.
The Panthers 20.
Panthers now, as they have fallen behind the 8 ball, still by technical terms a 3-score game with 3 touchdowns and 32-point conversions, but the life support is being carried to the Panther sideline. They need to go and go quick. Kick off to Williamson. Williamson fakes the reverse, runs off left, up the left sideline, and is upended
Williamson on the return.
by number 21, Grant Moeller. So that'll be where the Panther offense begins to work. They've turned it over on downs and have 2 turnovers in the quarter, Coach. A fumble by Brevin Wilson and an interception by Grant Moeller. And both of those turnovers turn into 7 points, 14 points off turnovers in the quarter. That's not going to get it done.
Yeah, and then turnover in the first half gave him another touchdown. So we've given up 3 on mistakes tonight, and you can't do that against a good football team.
Jack Johnson is in the gun, split backfield. And he will sweep it to Griffin Molly, trying off left side. And Molly's got room to the 35, cuts up field. And he got close to a first down. Griffin Molly, the ball carrier. Hughes made the tackle. Of course he did. Oliver Hughes is all over the field, Coach. Gain of 9.
He's everywhere. He's everywhere.
Second down.
Read all about it. 2nd and 1 at the 34 of Mount Pleasant. Panthers trailing by 24 points in what has been a disastrous third frame. Johnson in the shotgun. A run quarterback power, and Jack's got a first down. Cuts outside the far hash and numbers, and then pile drives to the 44-yard line. Give him 10 yards for Jack Johnson as he evades a tackler and then slips away for Ted. 20.6 to play in the third frame, and it's 44-20 North Scott.
Vance is good enough for a first down to fall on the 44-yard
The
line.
Lancers have taken a python-like grip of this game, Coach, and
They did it in a hurry.
they did it in a hurry. You're exactly right. That is a good point. Panthers will get another playoff here in the quarter. As Jack hands it to Griffin Molly, and Molly cuts outside of the 50, up the near hash to the 45 of North Scott. And Griffin Molly's got enough for a first down. He's run the ball well tonight.
He has. He's got quick feet.
14.4 to play in the third quarter. The clock will wind after the first down chains are moved. And we will go to the money quarter with Mount Pleasant needing to find the lottery here. They trail by 24 points. It is North Scott 44. Mount Pleasant 20. Back it over on the Panther Radio Network. Pleasant now will go right to left. And Johnson pumps, looks, throws down the far sideline looking for Wilson, who makes the leaping grab. Brevin Wilson with another tremendous catch and run. What a contested catch receiver. He's inside the 15 to the 11-yard line, 34 yards to Brevin Wilson. And his development as a receiver is something to marvel, Coach.
Yeah, it has been. He can make the catch. He gets his hands on it. It's going to be a catch.
So 1st and 10 to the 11-yard line. 11:46 to play in the fourth quarter. North Scott leading 44-20. Jack Johnson hustles his troops to the line of scrimmage. Griffin Molly lone setback. Bender tight end to the right. Jack running quarterback option, and he is spun down to the backfield. Nice open field tackle by Ryan Campbell. 6'1", 180-pound junior making the tackle. And a loss of 1 makes it 2nd and 11 from the 12-yard line of North Scott, with Mount Pleasant trailing by 24 points. Brady Hall will come out. Brevin Wilson will check back into the game.
And when you figure it out, Nate, it's only 3 touchdowns. I shouldn't say only, but it's 3 touchdowns. It's still within the realm of possibility.
Absolutely. Jack in the shotgun, play action, fires over the middle. Pass caught Williamson. He's got it inside the 5. What a grab by Williamson. Into the interior of the North Scott defense. Hangs on and gets 9 and sets up 3rd and 2 at the 3. First down yardage at the 1.
line, third down.
That was a great catch and a tight window throw,
Yeah, we've had some great catches tonight by our receivers.
as Williamson was able to high point that and rip it down.
Oh, we're okay.
Johnson calls his own number, bashes into the line of scrimmage, keeps the legs churning, and Johnson is in for a Panther touchdown. So Mount Pleasant scores quickly. They resuscitate ever so slightly, make it a 44-26 game, and the Panthers will go for 2. Needing 3 touchdowns and 3 2-point conversions. They've got 1 touchdown, and they need the 2 here. Johnson in the shotgun. Empty formation. Jack takes the snap, bobbles it, looks to the right, throws, and it's picked off. And the 2-point try is no good.
Miller intercepts the
44-26 the new score. 10-19 to play in the game. Mount Pleasant's got it down to 18. And back in a moment on the Panther Radio Network.
The Panthers 26.
Is that before the score though? No.
They have a few.
It still puts us down to 17. If we go for 1 there, we're down 17. It's still a 3 possession game. Right.
That's why you turned on the fingers. That's good.
Yeah, that's fine.
I went
job,
to
Chiefs.
Ultra though.
Either way, it's going to be a 3 possession game. I'm guessing they're taking 2.
These aren't good.
Well, the Panthers saw into the lead. It's 44-26 with 10-19 to play in the football game. The North Scott Lancers have an 18-point lead, and they're expecting a 2-point, or excuse me, an onside kick attempt here. As Hall has it teed up, and they'll go with a little squiver, and it's caught by Butler. Butler running to his right, upended and chopped down at the 34-yard line. So Darnell Butler gives the Lancers decent field position, 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line, with North Scott leading 44-26. And the big play coach, quarterback, Carter Markham, is back out there. And again, he's got 17 carries for 215 yards rushing and 3 scores.
Yeah, both quarterbacks have played nice out tonight, no doubt about it.
Didn't get everybody inside numbers.
Well, Markham back out there. Here we go. Got Nass in the backfield with him as the pistol back. Markham takes the snap and hands it off to Nass. Nass with a spin move across the 35. He's taken out of the 37, 2 yards for David Nass, who has rushed for a touchdown in this game. His backfield mate Darnell Butler's got 1, and Carter Markham's got 3. It's been a well-oiled North Scott Lancer rushing game tonight, and their air game hasn't been anything to sneeze at either.
No, it sure hasn't. You know, you hate to see either one of these teams lose this football game tonight because both of them have played really well.
I got nothing.
North Scott in no hurry. 7 on the play clock. 9.5 to play in the game. Up 18.
Outside zone.
Bad snap. Markham picks it up. He's at the 30. Stays on his feet. Makes a man miss to the 35. You got to be kidding me. To the 40, 45 midfield. You got to be kidding me. He's out in front. He's going to score on this. Carter Markham high stepping into the end zone. Touchdown. Carter Markham.
You can call him Superman.
That was unbelievable.
63 yards.
Carter Markham has single-handedly brought North Scott to the round of 16. That's your dagger. Carter Markham. Remember the name. Nearly 300 yards rushing. And he is as slippery as they come. That was a remarkable rush by Carter Markham. Absolutely jaw-dropping. Placement, kick to the uprights, and it is good.
Point attempt is good.
51-26.
9 minutes and 12
A
seconds.
32-point second-half explosion, and Carter Markham
26.
has been box office material tonight. Simply sublime quarterbacking. And even when it goes wrong, it goes so right.
You got that right.
9:12 to play in the game. We'll keep it right here. It's Carter Markham has been unstoppable in this game, Coach, really from the word go. We saw him scamper for scores on long rushes in the first half. And here he's got another one.
Kicking off for the Panthers.
Working stadiums.
Tell you what,
Beer. I got beer.
last year Turner
Yeah, I can tell you has to count
for Washington was really good, but this is one of the
Wilson back.
best games I've seen a quarterback play.
Panthers.
And that play, he fumbled the football. We had a couple shots at him in the backfield, but he shook loose. He ends up running 63 yards for a touchdown. And don't forget Jack Johnson. He's had a heck of a football
Yeah.
game, too.
Griffin Molly on the kick return. Tries to make a couple of men miss and couldn't.
Molly on the return.
He was tackled by Marquand Quinn. Well, Coach, the offense is back on the field
First down for the Panthers.
with 9:05 to play. And Carter Markham has 18 carries for 278 yards and 4 touchdowns. Video game numbers. Hope you started Carter Markham in fantasy football this week, Coach, did you?
I did. I
Okay,
did.
good. I
And I started Jack Johnson, too.
2 QB Superflex League. I love it.
I'm running out of space on my sheet for scoring.
Pass caught by Chase Williamson, and Williamson is hog-tied down to the 25.
Couple yards short.
It's close to 8 yards. And like you said, Coach, Carter Markham's going to get the headlines, but Mount Pleasant's offenses came to play tonight as well.
They did.
Williamson.
We have played a good football game.
Second down.
North Scott just played better.
You know, the crazy thing is, Carter Markham came into this game with just 157 yards on the ground all season. As Jack Johnson calls his own number and then barrels across the 40 to the 41-yard line.
Johnson on the quarterback keeper. Brought down by Joey Peterson.
Carter Markham, been fun to watch.
He has. But I'll tell you what, number 7 from Mount Pleasant been fun to watch, too.
Yeah, I know, and if this is the swan song for Jack Johnson, what a season it's been for number 7 in maroon and gold.
Advances to the
He just got
He's a little
better.
bit shaken up. I think his helmet strap came loose.
He just got better as the season has progressed, and it's too bad it couldn't have been a 9-game season plus the playoffs, because he's gotten better every game, both running the football and throwing the football. He's become a quarterback, there's no doubt about that.
That's exactly right. I agree 100%. Full stop with you there, Coach. Jack back to pass, looks and fires, has his man, Brevin Wilson at the 46, dragging tacklers to the 47, a pickup of 6 yards. Second and 4 with 7:44 to play in the game, and North Scott leading 51-26.
And our receivers have played well tonight. They've caught the football, and they've made yardage. And Jack's got running yardage, and he's got passing yardage. But I'll tell you what, you just have to be here to see Carter Markham play this game tonight, because there's been 2 touchdown runs, and that last one he had for 63 yards. 2 people had him wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage. I mean, they had both arms around him. He shook loose and then just broke loose and outran everybody, and he scored.
Get up in there.
Here is Griffin Molly, and
just
Molly
short,
close to
80 yards,
midfield
3rd and 1.
on a short gain of about 3.5. 3rd and short with 7 minutes even to play in the game, and North Scott leading 51-26, a 32-point explosion
Third down.
for the Lancers here in the second half, Coach.
Yeah, right. You can call that an explosion. And they had in this game tonight, they had 2 explosions. They had they just had a 19-point first half, then they had a 25-point third quarter, and then so far in this fourth quarter, they've had another touchdown. So yeah, it's been an explosion. There's no doubt about that. And it came in a hurry. It hadn't been 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, and then score. It's been like maybe a minute and a half score. Boom, get the ball back, minute and a half, score.
Jack Johnson split backfield. Hands it off. And there's not much there, but enough for a first down. And as Isaiah Albright gets into the mix in the backfield. Coach, we like what we've seen for him. He's a 5'9", 145-pound junior. And he might see an expanded role next year.
Yeah, he's going to. He's going to see a big role next year. And he's going to see a lot of playing time. But tell you what, the last maybe 3 games, maybe 3.5 games, hadn't played very much.
First down for the Panthers in plus territory. At the 48 of North Scott. Jack deep drop, Rainbow's far sideline looking for Wilson. It's intercepted. Intercepted along the far sideline with blockers is Dominic Miller. And Dominic Miller puts the Pina Flyers on. He's inside the 30, inside the 25 to the 24-yard line as Johnson is picked off for the second time here in the second half. First and 10 to the Lancers at the Mount Pleasant 22-yard line.
I tell you what, I think it was Wilson that was over there. I thought he was going to catch football. But he went up and it was just a little bit over his head. And the interception ran back to the Mount Pleasant 22-yard line.
And we have a timeout on the field.
Officials timeout.
Or do we? Yes, we do. Timeout on the field. We'll take it with them. 5:54 to play in the game. 51-26 North Scott of the Panther Radio Network.
Official timeout. Reminder to cheerleaders, you have stadium cleanup. Cheerleaders, stadium cleanup.
Sucks to be a cheerleader. Our girl's gonna stick it on clean up.
Rocco Jr. Rocco Jr. RJ. That's what it stands for.
It kind of looks like it too, is the bad thing. If you go a little.
Well, more confusion and another timeout, I believe, taken. Was that what happened, Coach?
I didn't see.
Looks like it. Hey, we'll send it back to Jerry. Still on timeout here at Lancer Stadium on the Panther Radio Network.
25. They score here. They covered the spread. I'm okay.
Looks like do some more too. You get
All right.
close, wasn't it? Or did you take the tease down there?
I took them out, right?
That's all right.
Oh, fuck.
Oh. What are they doing?
Or maybe it was not. Because they said we could just ram it straight up your ass. And they don't want to be cute about it.
Marking ball's incomplete. Second down.
Oh, no. Welcome back to Lancer Stadium on the first play out of timeout. Darnell Butler is able to slice and dice through the Panthers secondary, and Darnell Butler is in for his second touchdown of the second half, and it is all smiles on the North Scott sideline. They're up 57-26, and what
We knew they
a
had it
second
there
half
all
it's
summer,
been
but
for
now
North
it's nice
Scott,
to
Coach.
see it.
It has, and I told you we might see that Washington score.
Holy buckets.
Use into attempt
When it rains, it pours, and the Lancers have poured it on
We've got 10.
here in half number 2. They were trailing 20-19 at halftime and have subsequently scored the game's next 39 points. They lead 58-26. Time on the field on the Panther Radio Network.
The game, the Lancers 58. The Panthers 26.
Well, the good news is I'm not gonna get my kneecaps broken.
Here's the big butt. Okay, we're gonna bring it up there.
Maybe that's what I should just start doing. Being a little bookie. There's BC wrong.
All you gotta do is make sure that you don't have somebody.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I would have made enough money off of the tipping game that I'd probably be safe.
You set the kickoff for the Lancers.
Well, Coach, it's all Northcott, and the Lancers are
Not the whole thing.
singing the happy dance on the sideline, aren't they?
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, they are. And they, like you said several times, they've just exploded. They can score in a hurry.
You know, I was just going to ask you, what have they done differently, if anything, here in this second half that's allowed them to be so successful offensively?
I really don't know. I would say execution would be the key word. They handle the football in the backfield. Carter Markham is very adept at ball faking, and you really don't know whether he's got the ball or Butler's got the ball, and he can throw the football with accuracy. And when you got a dual threat quarterback like he is, he can cause you problems, and he's caused us a bunch of problems tonight. And on the other side of the football, Jack Johnson has done the same thing to the North Scott Lancer defense. He's caused them a lot of problems with the run and the pass, and especially in the first half when we led 20-19 at the halftime break.
Johnson pass intended for Lally.
Johnson's pass for Griffin Molly falls incomplete. And with 5:37 to go, the Panthers playing for pride now, Coach.
Yeah, they are. And we haven't quit all year, whether we've won the game or lost the game. We haven't quit all year. We played the full 48 minutes, and we're going to play 48 minutes tonight. Be surprised to see us put some more points on the board. We're
Absolutely
done
not. Jack, deep drop. Steps up in the pocket. Waits. Delivers a rainbow near sideline. Incomplete. Bender was out there and coverage applied by Connor Corson. 3rd and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
Well, we've got on the clock 5:29 remaining in this game. And ball game is 58-26 in favor of the North Scott Lancers, and you would not believe that score on the board right now is at halftime. Mount Pleasant led this game 20-19, but in this third and fourth quarter, North Scott has played about as perfect a half as you could play, and after that 1-point deficit at halftime, they got a big lead right now.
Johnson in the shotgun, play action, incomplete. Looking for Wilson along the far sideline. An update from our friends over at New London. The 6-1 New London Tigers have a 58-19 lead over English Valleys.
Fourth down.
So New London is going to punch their ticket to the 8-player round of 16, Coach.
Yeah, they are. That's a pretty big lead, isn't it?
So kudos to Mark McSorley's group. And they're not done playing football in New London yet. Likely a date with Montezuma. And a timeout taken by Mount Pleasant.
Timeout Panthers.
We'll take it with them. 5:26 to play in the fourth quarter. 4th and 10 when we return on the Panther Radio Network.
Oh, I know. Because we ran it on the left side. But very much quick. Where's that popcorn boy?
He's walking up that aisle. That's all popcorn.
Weird guy, better though.
That's what I said. He'll be a good one someday, but Mayor seems to think he would be able to count back correct change, so they have a chance.
Well, wait, because you're going up, gotta be correct change or just credit card.
Oh, true. With COVID, yeah. Yeah. Well, he's got a job then, Mayor.
Oh, 5:26 remaining in this game, Coach. And Mount Pleasant trailing by 32 points. Jack Johnson in the gun.
Annexation.
Double reverse. He'll rainbow down the near sideline looking for Wilson. And it is intercepted again.
There's a punt.
Connor Corson picks it off. And Mount Pleasant
Number 24, Connor Corson.
is going to see this one come to a close here. And Coach, it's always a sad time when you start to realize that the final 5 minutes of Panther football is before our eyes.
Yeah, it is. And you got to really feel for the seniors. These kids have been together since 7th grade and before that, probably before it was organized in middle school. And they played a lot of football together and had a short season this year. It was 7 games scheduled. Only played 6 in the regular season, but they got to the second round of the playoffs. Ran into a red-hot North Scott Lancer team, and right now trail 58-26 with 5:18 remaining in the game.
Here's a handoff, and that is David, or excuse me, that's number 30, Connor Lundke, getting some work. Carter Markham's night is through as they go to the junior Grayson Jewell.
You can't run against 58 points.
I think smart call by Kevin Tippett to take out the superstar quarterback, right? Here's a handoff to Ludke again, 5'5", 160-pound junior. And Ludke carries for about 4, 3rd and 6.
Jack Little Benning on the bottom of the pile.
Well, Coach, if the results hold, you and I will be somewhere next weekend, though. An 8-player ball.
I hope it's somewhere close to home.
Never know where we'll go, right?
Before Madison had a 142-mile trip to Grinnell tonight. Didn't get much longer than that.
Here's a handoff to Ludke, and Ludke stood up. Link Henriksen, the first man there. And it's 4th down. Link Henriksen's played some good football, Coach.
Yeah, he has. He's really come on in the last half of the season.
For the Panthers brings up a 4.
Other scores around the region, Coach. Mid Prairie falls to Tipton 18-15. Sigourney Keota all over Cardinal 49-0. Washington 47-6 over Keokuk. High spiraling punt, fair catch called for and muffed, but luckily recovered by North Scott. You've got to be kidding me. The punt was muffed along the near sideline by Levi Graber,
11, Jacob Nelson.
and it is recovered by Jacob Nelson. Wow.
Lancers have
Tough.
the ball, first down.
Tough night, isn't it, Coach?
When it starts to slide the wrong way, it gets slicker and slicker.
Well, 3:23 remaining in this 4th quarter, Coach. And Mount Pleasant trailing by 32 points. Tough night of the offense after what was such a promising
What's that?
first half. Here's Ludke again, and Ludke just running into a brick wall over and over again. Link Henriksen there to bring him down.
Thomas Stewart on the tackle for the Panthers.
So Mount Pleasant
2nd down.
will close their season, Coach, at 4-4. A successful year nonetheless, and just happy for the kids that they were able to get out here and play amidst a worldwide pandemic, Coach.
Yeah, it sure is, and especially for the seniors, because they deserve this, and they at least got to play 8 games, and that's great.
Jewell in the shotgun. He'll find his man
Ludke the ball
This is
carrier.
Ludke, and Ludke just follows the convoy. He's inside the 20 to the 19. Other scores from around the area, Coach Grinnell moves on with a 35-0 victory over Fort Madison.
Third down.
So the Greyhounds bow out. And Grinnell's on to the Sweet 16.
Doesn't surprise me. Really. Not surprised they lost, but I'm surprised they lost by as many as they did. They got shut out on top of it.
I would have liked to seen what you
QB middle.
would have thought of that Fort Madison offense. They put up 44 points against Mount Pleasant. Here's Ludke sweeping right, and he is drilled and then wrapped up by a slew of Panthers. First man there was Link Henriksen, 6'2", 195-pound junior, and he's going to have to be a linchpin of the defensive line next year, Coach.
Yeah, he has. He'll be the team leader on the line next year as far as defense is concerned, and you might see him play some offense too.
Who else do you think is going to have to play a big role on next year's group?
Well, I'd have to look at the roster. I was trying to look at it this afternoon to see who would be returning.
One player got my eye on is Rian Seberg.
Oh yeah, he'll play a lot.
Here's Ludke on 4th down, and he doesn't come close to the first down. Well, maybe they do. They keep pushing him like the rugby scrum.
Ludke the ball carrier.
That's your favorite play in football now, Coach.
Oh yeah. I love it when they do it in the pros and college.
It's a turnover on downs. So Mount Pleasant will get it back
And the Panthers take over on
with a
downs.
minute and 8 seconds left in this game, down by 32 points. And Coach, you've seen Jack play for the last handful of seasons, and what a senior year he's enjoyed.
Oh, he has, and you know, we didn't really have a quarterback coming into this season, and Jack volunteered for the spot, and he has really developed himself into a quarterback. He's had a great season, and all the Panthers have. You know, it's not just Jack Johnson; they've all had a great season. The offensive players, the defensive players. Some of them have gone both ways. A lot of them have gone both ways, but he has really come on as a quarterback because that's a skill position, and he's learned to throw the football, and he's become a great quarterback throwing the football, and he's always been a good runner. And if you play him on defense, he's a good defensive player too, whether you play him in the defensive backfield or whether you play him at the linebacker spot.
Now the Panthers will get a first look here at Carson Coleman, who will take the final snaps at quarterback for Mount Pleasant tonight. And Carson might have to play a big role at the quarterback spot next year, Coach.
Yeah, he might. I don't know. That's what I was trying to decide. Who would be the quarterback next year? I think that's up in the air.
I think you're spot on.
Of course, Coleman now quarterbacking for the Panthers.
Well, Mount Pleasant winding out the final seconds of the 2020 season. And flags fly pre-snap. What was a handoff for
Penalty flag on the play.
Isaiah Albright.
Panthers
The saddest sounds of
penalty.
football, Coach, or the saddest sights, I should say, the hugs and the tears of the players on the sideline knowing that this is the last time
Yep. And
they'll
this is,
strap up with their brothers on Friday nights.
it makes me sad too, because this is the last group I coached, and it seems like the time has gone fast in the last 5 years. But I had a lot of good memories with these kids, and they were with me.
Is this your retirement speech right now?
Sure.
I was gonna say, is this your swan song? I certainly hope not.
No,
The
no, no.
Lancers 58.
I can't get away from this. I love sports too much.
58-26, the final score. As the final seconds bleed off, and North Scott's going to move on to the Sweet 16.